Living Local After Dark. I'm Karina Delgado, and this is All Access. Today, we are joined by a friend of the show for Living Local After Dark. This is her first time on Living Local After Dark, Danita Johnson of DC United. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Karina. I'm excited to be here today.
Yes. Now, just some housekeeping. Since it's Living Local After Dark and it's not necessarily daytime TV, we can get a little more spicy on this show. So, loosen your collar, let your hair down a little bit. But of course, we're going to be having a conversation about all things DC United. I wanted to jump in first with something special that you really have going on right now, which is the United in Play soccer celebration.
Yes.
Tell us all about it.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited for it. I joined this club back in 2021, and one of the goals I had was the time period in which World Cup would come. And it's here. We're just a few weeks away from World Cup 2026, and United in Play is our initiative centered around bringing soccer to our city. As you all know, the week of June 12th and the weekend of June 12th and the weekend of June 19th, we're going to be hosting 2 soccer celebrations in DC.
Oh my
and
gosh.
What's so exciting about this is we did it in partnership with the mayor's office. So we will be the official watch parties for Washington, DC. And we've been able to partner with the downtown bid and the Navy Yard bid. Working within our local communities was really important. And bringing the game to our local communities was a critical piece for us. So we're thrilled and very excited about what's to come.
That is exciting, especially for Tingley Plaza, June 19th. So that's going to be Juneteenth weekend.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
And what's going to be fun about it, we're going to have all kinds of activities, obviously celebrating soccer. We'll have a couple other local sports teams in the areas, music, food, just a great day to come outside and enjoy your local community. So we're pumped about it. We want to celebrate the game. We were one of the founding clubs of Major League Soccer. That is how DC United was birthed.
Wow.
Right? When the World Cup was here previously in 1996, that's when MLS started due to the 94 World Cup. And that was where MLS came to life. And, for us being the first MLS club to ever win the MLS Championship Cup was a historic moment for DC. Yeah. And I think it's so important that we're part of the conversation and part of the moment of World Cup 2026.
Yeah, it's such a full circle moment for us here in the district. And I feel like I'm getting, education and a little bit of history on soccer in our area.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things we kind of talk about in our office, you might see it, we talk about 96 to 26, right? Look how much has happened in the world of soccer over the years. Look how much the game has grown within our city. Yeah. I mean, for us over the last almost 30 plus years at this point, our opportunity to grow soccer in the DMV, which is a soccer-rich community, has been really amazing. From our youth academy that we have here, to our practice facility out in Loudoun County, to what we service across the DMV from the soccer space has been really fun for us. And we hold a lot of pride in that. Even this past week, I was at Our Words, Our City with DC Scores. And those are our poet athletes. And they were founded at the same time DC United was founded in 96.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that DC Scores was of equal age.
Absolutely. Well, we were founded together. So when
wow.
DC United was formed, DC Scores was formed. And it was to be another anchor of showcasing soccer to youth. And at the same time, where the poetry came in was the opportunity to bring arts and sports together.
Yes.
And so we're all celebrating this anniversary year together and the World Cup. So really just a great time for us. And so much has changed since the beginning until we are today, where we are today.
Truly. And the DC Scores program is just incredible. Of course, I myself am a spoken word poet. So when I found out about it, I was like, yes, bring that together. But for parents who might be watching tonight and they want to get their children involved in DC Scores, how can they do that?
Yeah, it's all through the local schools.
Okay.
There's multiple schools. The program serves over, I think we're at between 3,000 to 3,500 kids now in the program. It's really a great opportunity for kids to get engaged. So check out with your local school, see if they have the DC Source programming in the school, and it gives an opportunity to uplift the poets and athletes. I was watching the kids, 2 nights ago, and I was like, I would not be on stage at 10 doing that. And just to see them come to life and what that means for them, it's pretty amazing.
Well, speaking of the youth, the celebration is going to have some youth soccer activities and more. Tell us about the celebration itself for United Playing Soccer.
Yeah, so what we're working on, we have some of our legends actually coming out. So we'll have some DC United legends. So as, you know, actually one of the gentlemen that was working on the show here, he actually used to be part of our Screaming Eagles.
Oh, my
God. He grew up as one of our supporters, right? And so I think having the opportunity to have that on site, meeting and greeting with some of our legends on site. We're working on a slew of local DJs.
Okay.
And we know the city loves music, and we do too.
Oh, yeah.
So we have some local DJs that will be present. The other thing that we're going to be doing is we've actually partnered, in one of the groups that we're working with in partnership right now is Gorilla FC, which is a local group that goes out and plays soccer within the communities. And so they're going to be potentially on site with us, doing some soccer programming as well. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it's a really good time to just come out and celebrate and have a good day with your family.
Yeah.
Bring your blankets and just have a good time. And it's free.
Yeah.
I guess that's the most important
part.
part.
There's going to be some food vendors
Yes.
too. Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be a party.
Exactly. Like lots of food. It's a free event for families and for our local community. That was really important for us. We wanted to make it accessible because we feel like, as the game of soccer, it is the global game, and it's one of the most accessible sports that you can get into, and we wanted to create that at the front door. So you can go to dcunited.com. On our website, you can register, and then more information will be coming out for folks to get engaged and be a part of the action with us.
I was going to ask, you mentioned that it's free, but it sounds like you kind of need to get your spot in line. So
that's right. We highly encourage registration. That really helps us out, knowing so we can plan accordingly. But the option to know, that you're guaranteed your spot there will be really great. We encourage people to arrive early, come out and enjoy. The games will be showcased too.
Yeah.
So every night that you're there, Friday through Sunday, we will be showcasing the World Cup matches. So you'll have an opportunity to watch the matches with us and really be a part of the action. And I've been to World Cup parties, and they are always so much fun. Just the camaraderie, the moments. It's really a fun sport to watch with a lot of folks. So excited for that to all come together and for people to experience it.
Yeah. Well, stay with us. I want to hear more about all DC United has going on. This is All Access with Living Local After Dark. Don't move. Welcome back to Living Local After Dark. I am Karina Delgado, and we are here today with Danita Johnson from DC United to learn about all things DC United because we got a final game coming up.
Yes, we do.
Tell us all about it.
Yes, this Saturday night, we'll be taking on Montreal right at Audi Field. You guys know how to get there. You've been there before. If you haven't been there, find your way. So we're super excited about it. This will be our last home match prior to the World Cup break.
Wow.
Yes. So we will be going on a break starting after this Saturday all the way through and coming back. Our next home match will be July 25th.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. A little bit of a break there.
We got a little bit of a break. So with that being said, we are encouraging everybody to come get their one more fix of DC United soccer before the break. Cheer us on. We've had some really exciting matches down to the wire at home over the last couple of matches. Super excited for that. One of our actual goalie is a former U.S. men's national team player. His name's Sean Johnson. We'll be doing a post-match autograph session with him, so you can check it out on our site. So really just celebrating the moment, getting ready for a historic time with the United States, and us hosting World Cup throughout the country is going to be really exciting. You're going to see soccer everywhere, and we want people to come have that final touch of their home team.
Yeah.
And so we're encouraging fans to come out and join us this Saturday night. Kickoff 7:30.
So but forgive me for not following, but who are we playing? And what are the highlights?
So we're playing Montreal.
Okay.
All right. I think we are in a good position. We've had a couple of seasons where we weren't at the best, but our team is really starting to catch their stride. We're moving up in the rankings, possibility of playoffs in the near future for us, which we're really excited about. So I think the matchup with Montreal will be pretty competitive, but I think it's doable.
Yeah.
I don't want to predict, but maybe I will later.
Yeah.
but anything's possible. I know. I think it's possible. So I'm excited for the lineup. Our roster's been pretty strong. We brought in a lot of new players this offseason. And I love our head coach. I think Renee's been doing such an amazing job of really getting the guys to truly understand the system. The aggressiveness and what he wants and the desire of that has been really fun to watch, and the evolution of what's happening with our first team.
Yeah. Is there a theme for Saturday, or?
You know what? It's just kind of a party.
Yeah.
We're going just straight party.
Just going out strong.
We're going out strong. We're just partying up. we're doing like dollar concessions. So it's like
Awesome.
Drinks are $1, hot dogs are $1, popsicles, all sorts of things for the families. So we're just really just trying to make sure that the fan experience is there. We'll have live bands prior to the match.
Love it.
So just an overall experience for everybody.
I love it. I love it. Well, where can our audience get tickets?
Yeah, check out dcunited.com. You can check us out on our website, or even follow us on our socials.
Okay.
Gives you a great opportunity to get your tickets. And we try to make sure that we always have family-friendly pricing on everything we do. So definitely bring out the whole group.
Well, get those now, friends, because, again, the game is this Saturday. And then, of course, we're World Cup.
I know. It's crazy. Like, I feel like, we've been waiting for this moment for so long. It's been such a big topic. And you can see, like, you can watch the ads that are happening. Adidas is our partner, and you can see what they're doing from promoting the World Cup throughout the U.S. and what's about to occur and throughout the world. And you can feel the momentum starting, right? You can feel it starting to happen. And I think that's what's really exciting. I think for us, when I think about the World Cup, and I think about even before I worked in the soccer space, the World Cup was like my intro, right?
How so?
What I mean by that is that a lot of people may not be the biggest fan to their local team or Major League Soccer team because they just haven't had a chance to connect with them, right? But the World Cup soccer is the world's biggest sport.
Yes.
Plain and simple. There's nothing like it, right? Yeah. And so the camaraderie that happens when you have different people from different backgrounds and different countries cheering on their home teams and celebrating in moments together really brings people together.
Yeah, it's a great unifier.
Exactly. And so I remember going to a World Cup watch party and being like, wow, I didn't realize how big this was. And this was years ago. Yeah. And so now when I'm sitting in this moment on this side, when I'm in it, I'm like, I know people are going to experience soccer for the first time. In a very, very major way. And it's going to be right in our backyards. And what that does, it has an opportunity to grow affinity to the sport. And we want people to know as they watch those World Cup matches to know that they have a team right here in the DMV that's for them, that loves to show up in this community and do the work that's needed, both on and off the field. And I think that's why I'm so excited about it, because I think it's going to be an eye-opener for so many people to really see the beautiful game come to life.
I love that.
Yeah.
How can our audience be a part of that? So you mentioned back in July, So I feel like it is so massive that people should start to prepare now.
Absolutely. They should. And I think that's why we talked about like our United in Play initiative, because when we think about United in Play, we know this game unites people, right? It's why when DC United was named, it was to unite people, and that had to be a part of the name and the namesake of our organization. So we want to unite people through this sport, and I think as we go into our own soccer celebration programming that we'll have throughout June, it will easily lean into when we come back in July, right? We're working on a tailgate opportunity for fans to come back and celebrate with us July 25th at Audi Field and really start to get into the feel of the second half of the season. We don't want the momentum to go away. We want people to know that they can still come and celebrate once the World Cup finishes. So we're excited about it. We think there's so much for fans to enjoy and be a part of, and just really encourage people to maybe just take a moment, get engaged, give it a look. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, it's coming up quicker than we all realize, because this year has just flown by.
It has.
So if people want to get, tickets to participate, just on the website?
Yeah, go to our website. It's funny, this year, outside of January, the rest of the year flew by. January is always long. But outside of January, it has flown by, and I'm looking up, I'm like, it's summer.
Yeah.
Kids are graduating, school is out, people are looking for activities to do.
Yes.
Come and hang out with us. Spend the rest of your summer at Audi Field. And we actually, one of the things we did, because we're so conscious of family and what's happening, is that we actually developed a United Pass. It's $300 for the rest of the season.
Oh, wow.
It's like a buy one, get one. We want people to come and experience it. And it was kind of like a celebration of 96 and a celebration of the World Cup, that we wanted to do something that was unconventional to what we traditionally do. And we introduced that about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And so if you want to come out to the remaining of the rest of the season with us, we're highly encouraging people to do that.
And how do they grab that pass?
You know the one only place, dcunited.com.
Well, stay with us. We'll be back for more conversation with DC United and Danita Johnson on Living Local After Dark. Don't move. Welcome back to Living Local After Dark. I'm Karina Delgado. This is All Access, and I'm here today with Danita Johnson from DC United. We have been talking all things DC United. We got the final game coming up this Saturday. And then you guys have United Playing Soccer Celebration,
Right.
which is happening in June. And then, of course, you got World Cup.
That's right.
I mean, all things soccer.
It's all things soccer, but guess what? We still got a whole stadium to run, so we're super excited about that too. So,
well, first and foremost, I want to make sure that I'm wearing the right thing. You guys had an incredible kit this year.
Yes.
Like, tell us about that.
Yeah, super excited about our kits. One of the things I love about the soccer space is the continuation of the creativity we get to do with kids. We drop a new kit every other year, and excited about that. But I think what's even more powerful, which is really cool, we've been working over past like the last year developing a full-on merch line.
Woo!
So yes, I am a clothes woman all day, every day.
I know, you always look fantastic.
I love a good outfit. And so we have been working closely with a French-African designer, and we've soft launched a couple of pieces here and there. We've finished out all the design. And so come late summer of 26, going into the fall, we'll be dropping some new collections.
Awesome.
Think about inspiration of clothing lines such as like Essential. Those types of things, a little bit more higher end, but have a great feel to it. We'll have some women's wear, of course.
Yes.
Might be biased, whatever. It's fine. Some new women's wear coming out, some cool collectibles, some really, really neat jackets and merch pieces that we're working through. And so we're very excited for that to come. And so that'll be a really cool part of what's to come and to look forward to. So make sure you save up for back to school.
Yeah. And that'll be, of course, be right there at the merchandise store at Audi Field.
Yeah, that'll be at Audi Field. So we have our store located on site. It's open pretty much almost every day of the week.
Awesome.
So you can come in and get your merch before or on our days there. We'll also have merch stands and everything set up for the soccer celebration too. So we're going to have some exclusive gear at our soccer celebration for United in Play. So we'll have opportunities for folks to do that.
Wonderful. Well, speaking of Audi Field, there is so much happening there, not just soccer, which I think perhaps some people in the community don't realize.
Right.
Well, tell us about that. What's going on at Rowdy Audi?
It stays rowdy. And listen, that's why I'm like, man, I got to always stay up and watch a show because I'm usually up after work because we have long nights over there, but it's wonderful. We're super excited. So during this break, we'll still be operating our stadium, obviously, and it'll be a lot of different things happening. I don't know if you're familiar with Rufus.
Yes. Rufus and Shaka Khan.
Yeah, so Rufus will be here on June 18th. We have a show with Live Nation coming to the building, so that'll be really fun. Working with a couple other local groups for different events. We have the Ethiopian Friendly, so we'll be hosting an Ethiopian Friendly on July 11th.
Wow.
So that's something we've been doing for the past 3 years.
Okay.
And so the Ethiopian national team will actually be coming here to play DC United during the break.
Oh, my goodness.
And so excited to do that in our partnership there and elevating that opportunity. And
DC has such a rich Ethiopian community.
Yes, and they show up and show out. It's absolutely amazing. So we have signature events that we have coming up this summer, obviously, and I know you'll be there. I'm going to just go ahead and claim you'll be there. This is after World Cup, but I'll see you at the Truth and Service Howard Hampton game.
Okay, yes.
Back at Audi Field. So, for us, we want to be a service to the community and the programming that we do. So, super excited about what's to come throughout the summer and to keep the building alive and well. And, for as many of the buildings and stadiums within our community, we see what's happening at Cap One. We see projects happening, obviously, with the Commanders and with the Nationals. And we've been doing the same. Yeah. We opened up a new premium lounge last year. Our AV Lounge, which we absolutely love. Yeah, continuing to make upgrades to the Events DC Club. And so really what we want to make sure is there's a mix of premium experience for our fans, our all-inclusive. I am very particular about the menus. So I definitely, our poor catering company. But
I can co-sign. The food is fantastic.
Yeah, so we have great food, great entertainment there. So those are things that we're always like trying to improve upon as an organization. But I think, we know the demand for premium space and what that looks like in that experience. So we've really focused in on that this year and last year, and excited to continue to introduce new spaces to our fans.
Well, you told us a moment ago about the DC United pass. How do I get a pass just for Audi Field? Is that even a thing?
Let me tell you. It's been in the back of my mind for a while. It's something I want to do. So we're going to see what happens. I gotta call my friends at the Spirit and my Defenders folks and see if they'll get on board with me. Maybe this might be the good plug to make that happen.
Yeah, I'm saying, I was like, ooh, how do I just get a pass for Audi Field?
We need a full-on pass. It's time. It's time for a full pass for everybody to have access. So I would love to do it.
Well, speaking about the pass that is available now, tell our audience one more time about that.
Oh, yeah. So our United subscription pass, let me tell you, if you haven't seen this ad, you got to go look at it. You know, for us that grew up in the 90s, we know. Remember those late night infomercials?
Yes.
Okay, so
before TV went off.
Before TV went off, and it was a late night infomercial, and you're like, 1-800 da 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 da, buy now. That's really the ad that we did on it, and our players. Oh my gosh, they're so funny. So I encourage folks, just stop on our IG. It's pinned. Go take a look at this video. It's so cute. But whole purpose of it was really talking about the past, and it was kind of us rolling back to like how prices were in the 90s, right? And what 96 brought. And so we're excited for it. But it's a really unique pass. It's a United subscription pass, and what happens is it's a buy one get one, and you get access to every single game for the rest of the season.
Wow.
The fun part is you don't know what seat you'll be in. Right? So the seats are different. But I, as an avid sports fan, I love different angles. I love different opportunities because it lets me see the stadium in different ways and experience the match in different ways. Yeah. And so I think it's a fun pass. And I remember sitting around our table in the office, and we're like, we just want to do something really cool and different.
Yeah. And different. So, it's so different.
Yeah, we've never done that. And I just, in this time I've been here, and it was a nice step away for us. So we're pretty pumped about it.
I love that. Well, I wanted to touch base one more time before we wrap about United in Play Soccer Celebration. Quickly before we go, please let our audience know where they can find all the information.
Yeah, so once you go to our website, you can check out our website, our Instagram, TikTok, all the platforms. You know, when you scroll, come and find us. You'll be able to find all the information about it. More information will continue to come out about it, but we're super excited for you all to be there.
Wonderful. Well, Danita, thank you so much for joining us today on Living Local After Dark. And I can guarantee I'm going to see you out at Rowdy Audi.
Thank you.